During Oblate Week, we remember St. Eugene, we remember his wonderful work. We also are still inspired by him to go out and learn who we are in the eyes of God. We continue his work here at Mazenod through all the good works that we participate in, whether it's through the works of Vinnie's, whether it's through the hands of Eugene and the work we do within the primary schools and the aged care home, whether it's the support we give to the shop front and to St. Pat's and the needy, whether it's through the immersion program where we're visiting countries like India, Sri Lanka and China, and we're immersing ourselves in the work of the Oblates in those countries and joining in with their everyday lives and their everyday ministries.
So we've got in Beijing, there was Father Ray and Father Johnny. We first met Father Johnny and he was very welcoming to our group. He was just, very kind-hearted and warm, and I got good sense and, that he was a nice, caring person and that he was really passionate about his cause in Beijing. And then later, the next day or so, we met Father Ray, who was very relatable with us. We had Father Johnny who was there caring for us, organising us, but Father Ray sort of was there organising stuff, but in a way also there who we could relate to.
Yeah, so during my travels in India, I was lucky enough to be able to stay in an Oblate school in India and work with two priests, Father Maria and Father Nemo. And these guys are really passionate and love what they do, and bless the lives of basically everyone they work with. Nemo especially is probably one of the happiest smiling men I've ever seen, and he's always got a smile on his face and he's trying to energise the people he works with.
As soon as we saw the Oblates in their, you could say, natural environment, which was with the kids, you could see that, they were really passionate about their cause. They were really keen on helping the kids, making sure that they got the best experience when they were there, overall putting the kids first, and I really enjoyed seeing that, and it was nice seeing someone so passionate about a cause that meant so much to those kids.
Father Ron Rollheiser, an Oblate priest who writes books, in one of his books he talks about what drives us, our passions, our desires, the vitality that's in us. And he said that what makes a saint is they're able to discipline and channel that vitality, that drive, that desire that's in them. Reading about de Mazenod's early life and some of the self-portraits that he wrote, he said he was a person, his desire burned within him. He was very impetuous, and in the early part of his life he was quite lost about what he would devote that energy to. He was very impatient and he couldn't find a vision.
Probably like a personal memory of Father Nemo is how competitive he is. So he's a priest whose life is centered on being a priest, but on the side of that he's obsessed with sports and winning at all costs basically, and will just take anybody on at anything really.
So especially with their dedication and commitment to the orphans and children in China, it really inspired me to show that care and that compassion towards those children, and it makes me want to go back to China in the future and visit the Oblate community by myself and go help out voluntarily, because they showed me what a great cause this was, and I want to contribute to helping out that cause because it shows to have such great effects, especially in the lives of those children.
So he was able to channel his vision, channel his desire, and Rollheiser said that's what makes a saint. They're able to focus and channel the great desire, the energy that's within them. And de Mazenod's life bore that out. He founded the Oblates, he sent missioners to all different parts of the world, and was very successful as that. But he did spend part of his life where he was lost and was not able to channel and focus the energy that's within him.
I don't know the word for it, but it's nice to see how his legacy has led to such good works that are happening today, not only in China but also in India and the rest of the world where the Oblates are helping out.
And their mission is basically to give the lives of poor and underprivileged people in India a better chance by providing them education.
Eventually, as we know, he did and he devoted that energy and vitality towards making God's name known to the people of Marseille, the poor.
We continue to be inspired by the man, and we continue to carry on the work that he started over 200 years ago.